Now let's go back to MIDI, the idea of this machine controlling the SP-404. The SP-404, like I mentioned, only has a MIDI input, no MIDI output. So the SP-404 is not able to control any other machine. You're going to need something with a MIDI output, like this TR8. I'm going to run a MIDI cable from the MIDI output of the TR8 into the MIDI input of the SP-404. Now, automatically, as soon as I plug those things in together, this machine is going to be controlling this machine. As soon as you hit the start button on the TR8, which is a drum machine, it's going to start playing the drum machine. It's also going to simultaneously start playing the SP-404. So let's use sample C4 again. If I select C4 on the SP-404, it's only going to play the SP-404. It's going to play the sample that I select. You might notice that when I turn the BPM button on, it says MID, which is MIDI. It means that I can no longer control the beats per minute on the SP-404 because it's taking information from the drum machine, which is the master. So I can control the beats per minute on the drum machine, and that's going to automatically change beats per minute on both machines. Now if I hit the start button on the TR8, it's going to play the drum beat that I have queued up to play on the TR8, and it's also going to simultaneously start the pattern that I have selected in advance on the SP-404, which again is bank C number 4. If I hit C4 on its own, it only plays itself. If I hit the start button on the TR8, it plays both. Now you can hear the drum machine and the sample machine playing in synchronization. They're going to be at the same beats per minute. If I increase the beats per minute on the drum machine, it's going to increase both of these machines simultaneously so that they play together. We'll bring it down to 120 again. So what I can do, I hit the stop button, it stops both machines. So again, starting and stopping something from the SP-404 is only going to control the SP-404. Starting and stopping the drum machine, because it's a master machine, it's going to start and stop both machines at once. Starting and stopping. What if I want to start a drum beat without playing the pattern on the SP-404? What I do is I simply turn the volume down on the SP-404, so it'll still be playing, but you won't hear it. You're only going to hear the drum beat. Now if I want to add in the volume for the SP-404, I simply turn up the volume on the SP-404. And I can do this in reverse. I can turn the volume of the drum beat off, and all you hear is the SP-404. Both machines are playing, I'm only controlling the volume. The SP-404 does all the things I've talked about, but it does even more. You can resample, which means you can sample on here, add effects, and then save a new version of it with those effects saved the way that you like them. So you can have the old version stored, and you can also store a new version with the effects that you want. There's a 12-voice polyphony. You can use the memory card input. It uses a compact flash card. I've got 1 gig for here. But you can also use the memory card input to import WAV files and AIFF files. You can trim samples, which means you can trim the beginning of the sample if you let it start too early by accident. You can trim the end of a sample if you let it play out too long. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. It's a fun machine to play with. It's one of my favorites.